The
No,
hour.
just flip it on.
There you go. Coming up at the end of the hour, but you got to move quickly on it. All natural color available for you. We're going to move on to something that when I went backstage this morning, I like to go backstage before my shows and look at everything I'm doing, right? This took my breath away. They look like they're hand painted. They are these soft, serene, natural colors. It's called Imperial Agate. It's a 20¼ inch in length necklace, 2-row design on this. You do have the extender, but it's the lowest price we've ever done. Look at these colors. Come in as close as you can. $15.98 gets it home. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Serene, right? Just calming, soothing.
Okay, you know, in agates, believe it or not, agates, there's a lot of agates that are actually highly sought after that are quite rare.
Oh
this is Imperial Agate, only comes from one location in the entire world. I was in Tucson 3 weeks. I did get to meet the miner. Yeah, I think he has 1 barrel left. This was mined over 5 years ago.
Right.
That's when I bought the material. I'm kind of going through the last when I saw this. It made me cry because it brought back so many fond memories and so many. I mean, if I could tell you that, I don't have enough time to tell you the whole story about Imperial Agate.
300 of these left, by the way.
These are American miners that have the claim in Mexico. And they went down and they harvested it. And, you know, Mexico's kind of gone through some changes in the last few years, right?
Of course.
And they've had a lot of tribulation and stuff down there. And so they even though they have the deposit, they have the claim to the deposit, they haven't mined it in years and years and years.
Right.
And like I said, he had 1 barrel of this material left. So what we did, we go through our stock. I try to see what I have in rough material. I design the best way I can with the material. What I love with this Imperial Agate, the reason I call it Imperial, you've got all the different colors. Look at these all natural colors. It almost gives you kind of a mookaite feel to it.
Yes, yes.
But this is Imperial Agate. The rarity is that there's still a deposit there, but he had 1 barrel at the show. That's the same barrel I've seen for the last 5 years. So it's not enough material for me to bother to ship. I can't really it wouldn't do anything.
By the way, just a handful of the earring, Jay. I mean, this was a $139 necklace. We brought it down to $79.90.
But even at $139,
200 left, 245.
The reason we could do that is because we buy it mine direct, we cut, we do it all. There's no middleman, right? We're doing all the designing, we're doing all the cutting, all the silver work, everything.
Now, of the earrings, the final 170, I do recommend with respect that you buy both of these together.
There's no way to match back to
There's no way to match back to this. So everything's on 5 flex. So the earrings are available, final 100 and change of those. This is $15.98 on a credit card for the 2-strand necklace. How much is the flex on the earrings? So $15.98. And then $5.98. You're still at $20 and $21 on FlexPay to get both of these. This is something that took my breath away when I went backstage. I'm telling you, they look as if they were hand painted in the most gorgeous colors that only God and Mother Nature can make. I mean, it really is breathtaking and all natural. All natural color. 550388 is your item number. 162 of these left, with many of you trying to get in on it. I love this because I know that your jewelry is bright and bold and beautiful. This is another side of Jay. You know, it really is serene colors, calming, you know, neutrals that we can wear with everything. I mean, look on Lynn. Lynn's wearing an emerald green top. It would have worked with my top. It would have worked with, you know, pastels, with head to toe ivory or white. They are gorgeous. 550388 is your item number. Handful of the earrings remaining while we process. So we're going to count it sold out. If you're on the line, don't go anywhere. We've counted you.